I better go get like my agenda.
life was
You ever seen the Top Gear episode when Jeremy
feeling
Clarkson,
anything.
when they
Have
go to
a
Bethlehem?
rainbow over me
Oh, yes, a
all
rainbow.
the time.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Shenanigans. But nobody's watching tonight because Danny didn't send out the
No, I did.
email.
Went out-
Oh, you did?
went out
Oh,
a
okay.
little late, that's all. But that's okay.
Hey, see,
We're
I'm-
here.
I'm-
Hi, Doris.
I'm
Hi,
wo-
Bev.
I'm working on my
Liz
prodigious
in
beard.
the house. Victoria, nice to see ya.
Okay. So we do have
Yeah,
people.
howdy doodies.
Howdy doody.
I did.
She did.
I
She's
did.
saying hello to
I said,
everybody.
hey, Lynn.
So welcome.
Her emoji's drooling, though. I don't understand. She's in another one of those
Weird.
weird places in Pittsburgh where they stuff heads. Yeah. Okay.
Stuffed heads?
They do on all the walls.
Like animal heads?
Yeah, animal
Okay, I thought you were talking like, you remember that, the Morse Museum over like in Rumney area? Where they had like headhunters and shrunken heads and stuff? My parents brought me there a couple times. It was
No.
looking cool.
I think it was before my time.
It was like some guy that used to go to Africa and he just brought stuff back and made a museum. It was kind of cool.
Very cool.
Anyway, thanks for joining us here at Four Pines Quilting. I guess I'll get right into shop news, which
Yeah.
isn't much shop news, but we'll get into it. Blue Tiles is this Saturday. We had a couple people unable to make it. So there's 2 seats that are opened up for that. So if you are interested, sign up now because we had a full class, so we had 2 people not be able to make it. So if you wanted to get in on that, sign up online. It is this Saturday.
And some people don't realize that in the Blue Tiles box,
Yes.
in on the CD is a free patent.
Ooh, with
So not
cute
only
little
do you
houses.
get quilt patents, but you can get this patent. They showed spring, summer, winter, fall because
Yeah.
that matches the quilt patents they have on there. And these little houses, sorry, Eddie, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Yeah.
These little houses are made in the hoop, and the trees are made in the hoop.
And you're gonna go over some of that in the class?
No,
No. Okay.
but I wanted to show you.
Oh,
how
but you
cute
get that
they
if you buy
were.
Blue Tiles. Okay.
Yeah.
And
to show you how
speaking-
cute the little houses are.
Oh, they are.
They're only a 3-minute stitch out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they just scraps, Danny. They is scraps. And they're a 3-minute stitch out, and we're going to show you tonight not to forget about your repeat feature because this, of course, can be made in a very tiny hoop. But if you have a bigger hoop, you can make more in one hoop if you use the repeat feature.
Okay.
So that's going to be covered tonight.
So that's the Blue Tiles happening this Saturday. 2 seats left. And because we had a couple people that were unable to make it, we've also rescheduled, or not rescheduled, we'll be repeating the class on November 6th. Hopefully that works for you, Victoria. I see you're on there.
Oh, Victoria, don't. Hey, Amanda!
Yeah.
Hello, girlfriend!
Yes. So yeah, November 6th, we have it, which is a
Victoria,
Saturday.
please don't say sorry. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
She was the one coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to reschedule, so hopefully if the 6th works for you, Victoria, it's back up there. If it doesn't, let us know. We'll
Yeah.
finagle that a little bit.
Yeah.
But so there's going to be another Blue Tiles class on the 6th of November, which is a Saturday.
The camp might not have animal heads, but I saw what you ate, and there was definitely animal heads.
Also, there's been some controversy about the Frosty Goes to Town. Some people have questioned that because if you go online and
Can we
look
bring
for
that
it.
up, Ed? Can you bring up Frosty Goes to Town? Put your cardboard
Yeah, stop
down
eating
for a
cardboard
minute and see if you can find Frosty Goes to Town.
Yeah. So Frosty Goes. It was that picture I sent you last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, you did press the
You
button.
pressed something.
Okay. Frosty Goes to Town is
That one.
not there. Well,
Yeah, there you go.
Yay! Eddie,
Frosty Goes to
yay!
Town. That we
Whew!
have that on.
Did you hear about the Weather Channel that got caught doing a porn by mistake for like 20 minutes?
How did you miss it for 20 minutes?
I just had something go through my head when he was clicking buttons. I'm like, oh my gosh, he could be playing a porn before we know it. Oh,
Funny story about that one.
Ooh.
Years ago, I was at.
Eddie, get that naughty stuff off the
There was
screen.
like a 20-minute episode where Cartoon Network had like they lost the sound and it had porn sounds, and when that happened,
Cartoon Network.
it was on Cartoon Network.
Was it
I was at
SpongeBob?
I was at I was at CC's Pizza where they had Cartoon Network up on the big
porn noises.
television. So I'm eating pizza, watching Cartoon Network, and all of a sudden it starts, and it was really. I was like, "What is going on?"
How did you know?
It's kind of hard not to know.
Whoa.
And then, of course, it's like a family restaurant, so there's this mother there with her kids,
Daddy's
and
tickling
and the mom's like looking around, wondering what's going on. It was funny. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, all that being said, so
It's gone
Frosty,
already.
yeah, Frosty goes to town. Frosty goes to town. We have it scheduled for November 17th. There's some controversy because if you go online and look for it, everybody else is waiting until February to start it. Fingers crossed, we should have it for the 17th of November. Sign up for it.
Regardless, there's only a limited
There's
amount.
limited amount, so sign up.
If you want to do it,
Sign up.
You
Sign
gotta
up.
sign
Yeah,
up.
and we'll have your information. So if for some reason things don't work out, we'll be able to contact you and let you know when the class is going to start. But sign up so that we have a kit for you, and get you on the list. So that's going to be Frosty Goes to Town. The other thing is we talked about the table topper last week, and Brenda, being Brenda, was nice enough to get us the sample for January made.
I can't believe what's
So this is going to be the January. This is the January table topper. This is a table topper of the month club. The cost is going to be $49.95, and every month you will get a 36-inch table topper. This is going.
Wheels and flying geese.
And-
Oh my!
This is going to be the January table topper to get a feel for it. We have 12 kits. We're probably down to 10 at this point. There's limited kits on this. If you are interested, go onto our website, sign up for the class in January. That will get you. That'll sign you up for this one. It'll get you on our list for everybody
Now,
to get signed up for that.
What if you want to make it bigger?
We're doing it smaller.
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
Is this fabric we have?
No, these are coming in kits.
So that comes in a kit.
But
okay.
most of them, but
All
the
right.
kits are from Riley Blake.
Yep.
They mostly use basics. So most
and,
so the
and they'll have the patch.
yeah, and a lot of the fabric we're going to have.
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's the same.
yeah. So you could make it bigger, and like I said, it's Riley Blake basic, so we'd be able to make it bigger if we wanted to. But I'm
Yeah.
not getting into that because.
Yeah. I just was curious.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's table topper of the month. That's coming up soon. So get started. Like I said, limited numbers on it. So if you're interested, sign up sooner than later. And then the only other thing I have for shop news
Hey, Adriana! Woohoo!
Is-
See, shout it out. I hope you. Dee, hi, Dee! Woohoo!
Woo-hoo,
Got
woo-hoo.
everybody in the house tonight.
Yeah,
liking
we're having a
it.
party.
Liking
Because
it.
it's like the sun went down, so nobody's
Deb,
outside
thank
anymore.
you for signing up. Well, yes.
There is Brothers doing special financing next week or the week after. So their 60-month no interest financing is going to be available for purchases over $5,000.
Is there going to be anything to purchase?
There
You've
is.
got some stuff in house.
Yeah, we have some stuff in house. We do have a Essence, which is a nice machine for the money. There is some domestic stock on some of the machines. And if you're interested in, like, say, a Luminaire or something, let me know sooner than later. There is a little bit of domestic stock. We can get it ordered up and not worry about the financing bit till the promotional financing comes. But that is coming, like I said, the next week after next, I believe. So, yeah. So if you are interested in a new machine, that would be the time to get it. We'll order it up. If we don't have it, like I said, things being what they are, we'll get it ordered. And we'll get it here hopefully before Christmas. There is, like I said, there is some domestic stock on some machines right now. But how long it's going to last with the holidays, I don't know. We have some stuff in-house too. So now's a good time to buy. Like I said, special financing coming up. So that's pretty much everything. That's all for the shop news. Yay for shop news. So with that, we're going to put it over to quiz time.
Quiz time.
Quiz time.
All right. I'm sure everybody's got their fingers ready. Bev, are you ready? You ready, Bev? You ready? No, that was good, but no, not page 10.
Page 16.
Last week, I purposely do not do that. Last week, you just wowed us. You just bedazzled us with your knowledge of blank versus blank. Blank versus
I only know because I recycled last
So
week.
it's a two-part question. You got to get blank versus
Oh,
blank.
we have the dance music.
Razzles and dazzles us. with his knowledge on these two things. They both have to do with graphics.
Yes,
Yes,
graphics.
I am. They both have to do with graphics. Oh, Amanda. Quizzes.
Oh, obviously this is the first time she's watching.
Amanda.
Really, Amanda?
Let's explain this, because that's good to know. Every show we do a quiz, and if you know, the quiz is always based on something on last week's show, so you have a whole week to have watched it, Amanda. And then if you win, you get a $10 gift card. Vector versus
That was easy.
Victoria! Congratulations! Nicely done.
Yes.
That was a tough one. Well, I thought it was a tough
Yeah.
one only because,
Because you were
because nobody was really listening.
Because you just zone out. Once it goes to the workbench, you're just like.
I wasn't listening. That's why I said.
either.
So
Yay,
yes.
Victoria!
Yay!
She was listening because it had
Yeah.
to do with cut files.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah. So that's basically JPEGs are raster and SVGs are vector.
Right.
But watch last week's
Yeah.
workbench if you want to know more.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. That leads us
So,
into Quilt of the Week.
Now, Quilt of the Week, for those who are new to the show, Quilt of the Week is something that impressed Brent coming off the,
Well, sometimes it's off
not
machine.
off the long arm, but
Sometimes
something
it
he's-
is, or something that we have in the shop that we just.
something that Brent
We're
is
just highlighting
impressed
the quilt.
by, and we in the shop say it can't have aliens or gummy bears on it.
It can, but
And marijuana leaves either. No. So Quilt of the Week gets quilted for free.
yes.
And, oh, isn't that
So
cute?
if you get Quilt of
Am
the
I in the
Week,
way? I don't want to be
your quilting was free. So this is
Oh,
Quilt
isn't
of the-
that cute?
it was
I
just
even
a-
like your quilt pattern, Brent.
yeah, it was only. But this is the quilt. I thought it was really cute. It's
It is
very
cute.
seasonal. What I liked about it too, another reason I want to highlight is that it's like a table runner. This is one of those nice seasonal things you can make. You don't always have to make ginormous quilts you're going to sleep
No,
under.
it's cute as piece, too,
Yeah.
which is cute.
Yeah, and this is you can throw this on the back of a door, throw it on this nice little decorative
This
piece.
is not, Sandy was doing in the Edge class. She
Yeah.
was doing some cute little pumpkin
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. This would be a really good candidate. Something this size. Of course, we put it on the long arm, but this would be a good candidate for any of the in the hoop type things like the blue
Very
tiles or
sure.
other embroidery. Because of the size of it, it would
Yeah.
be a very good
Very
candidate
easy, very
for
easy.
quilting on the embroidery
Yep,
machine.
okay, so she got free
Quilting, yay!
Nice, nice. Like it.
And so that was Quilt of the Week. Now we're just moving right along to Turbo Tip.
Yeah.
Turbo
You
Tip. Yeah.
ready?
Oh, we're ready for
Okay,
Turbo
this
Tip.
turbo tip it's something I've covered before, but people forget about it. And I used it when I was doing these little houses. Because who wants to think about it, all that's different in these is the fabric. So who wants to hoop one little house at a time if you don't have to hoop one little house at a time? Because it's all it is fabric. And I don't know if this is on a Dreamweaver, Brent. We're going to go to the screen of the sewing machine. Brent, you're going to have to tell me what the Weaver has.
On the sewing?
If it has this. And I know
Are you talking sewing or embroidery?
embroidery. Sorry, we're going to embroidery.
Okay, we'll go to embroidery.
Embroidery mode. What we have on our machines is a repeat function. I'm using the word repeat because if you wanted to look it up in the user manual and you called it borders, you wouldn't find it.
Yes, because we had this discussion, and I'm sorry, I'm just getting it.
Yes, so I'm
did,
calling
there you
it, what a border is, frankly, is repeat of a design. Which is why I can tend to call it borders function, but if you look it up in your
Back to the
manual,
screen, Eddie.
it's going to call it repeat.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so let's go to the screen. I'm going to show you where it is, and I'm going to tell you why it's so fabulicious.
Okay, so I just got to
And
load
we
something
have
up.
covered this before, but I don't think everybody,
Oh, no.
I don't care what design you
We
bring
don't-
up. Feature is found under the first edit screen.
Yes.
So you go to edit.
Edit.
Yeah, go ahead, Brent. Okay, now see where those little blocks are?
Right
Can
there.
we see? Not the squares, the blocks.
This one here.
Yep.
yes.
What that stands for is repeat. We want to repeat a design. So if you push repeat, Danny is hitting Eddie over here, just so y'all know.
So,
I
So
learned
now-
from watching you.
The screen is saying, do you want to repeat up and down do you want to repeat going left to right? You know, what order do you want me to fill these in? And you're best to take your design and move it towards the corner of your hoop or whatnot. Yep, just click and drag, or
Or you can
don't
use the
forget,
buttons.
oh, it didn't work. Oh, because, no,
So I'm gonna put it up in the corner.
you see how it switched to the large hoop? Did y'all see the large hoop
Up here.
turn white?
So watch what happens.
Yeah,
Move it.
because before we had a little hoop, see? And then, why has it got that big square around him?
What? Who has a big square? on it?
Mickey.
The little red square.
Yeah. And no, the big one. Okay.
Big one in the middle here.
Go back on. Yeah. Go back.
That's just the settings because she has
Oh.
it set to whatever hoop there.
Oh.
I can turn it off if it bothers you.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Move up and watch the big hoop. There we go. Keep going. Go.
We'll
Go.
Okay.
I want you to show. This is really cool. Now, how many colors are in this thing? Please, I forgot to ask you. Pick something more than one color.
It has 3 colors.
Okay, perfect.
So you.
If
so
you
there's 3
had
colors.
just duplicated this on your screen, it would then go, I'm
It
going to
would-
do all of Mickey Chrome, then all of Mountain Rose, then black. Then I'm going to do the next Mickey, Chrome, Mountain Black. Then the next Mickey, Chrome, Mountain
Okay, I'll
Black,
show you.
black.
So that's your copy function. I just hit copy.
Okay, duplicate that.
Yeah, we'll copy,
Okay.
duplicate.
All
So
right.
now we're going to close this. Now look at what happens.
It repeats it.
Yes, it's repeating. It's going to do this Mickey
Then
first,
complete.
then that
It's going to
Mickey,
complete that Mickey.
and then it's going to do the next Mickey.
Right, and that's not what we want.
Yes.
Because that's an exercise in changing our thread. So go back to repeat,
Yep. So now we're going to go up here and hit this.
that one, yes. All right, so now, yep, go ahead and add some. You need to do this one because you're adding to the
Oh,
bottom.
bottom,
You
okay.
keep telling
I
me
was trying to go up to the top because
Yeah,
so I'm
you,
gonna,
you have no room to add to the top, so you
Yeah.
can add to the bottom. Now, that's enough. Now, this allows us to space them apart as well. See that? That's why I keep calling it a border function. But now, yeah, okay, well, give some spaces there. Give some spaces there.
this is kind of fun.
That's
Gives-
not a border.
No.
But now,
Oh, you've got too many to give space. But anyway, picture this was a house,
yeah,
right? Okay, now go into embroidery. This is where the magic is.
this is why you want to do this.
No, into embroidery.
Into embroidery.
Okay, see what I see on my screen? Chrome, 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 chrome,
It's gonna
chrome,
do one
chrome,
color at a
chrome,
time.
chrome. It automatically sorted, not by color, by sequence.
Yes.
So if you're doing something even with applique where you have to stop and put something in, it keeps everything in sequence.
So all you tack down,
All-
all your placement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when these two houses were in the same hoop, the first thing it does is stitch out every placement line. So it stitched out all of this placement line, all of this placement. Then it said, put your door on. Put my door on, put my door on. Put on the side of my house, put on my side of the house, put on, it sorts it by sequence.
Yes.
Which to me is, yes, magical, Amanda, magical.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference when you're doing embroidery and you're doing more than one.
It's huge.
When you're doing like
Especially if
applique.
you have like, you're doing something and you have to do 6 of the same old thing.
Because you don't want to do the white and then move over to the black and back to the white
No.
if they're doing the same pattern with the same
No.
color.
So do not use the copy and paste or the duplicate
Yeah, the-
command. In that case, don't. Use those little squares which stand for repeat.
Yes.
That's where
And the
it's
Dream
a
Machine
command.
should have that, yes.
They do have it.
Yeah, I think the Dreamweaver does as well.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure it
would
does.
hope so. So anyway, that's my tip.
Turbo
Out of the
tip!
way.
Yay!
Turbo tip, turbo tip. Repeat function.
So
Repeat
now we're going to move on to the workbench. And this
Okay.
week we have something special
We
for the
do-
workbench.
Oh my God, is it
Because
special?
Becky zones out when I start talking tech, and we've run out of good
No,
tech
that's
things.
not true. Just certain things I
But we
zone
thought
out.
it-
We start talking about amperage.
But the other thing is, I also
Voltage.
haven't sewn a quilt for a while, and whenever I sew a quilt and then I hang it up, everybody's like, "Where's the pattern?" And I don't like the pattern. So what we're going to do is, in the next couple weeks, I'm going to sew a quilt and these are the steps to do it, so you can see the process, because I just make it up as I go along.
It's going to keep me awake.
So,
It does not, that looks like urine, doesn't it?
Are you done?
And no, this is why it doesn't come in a bottle.
so we have this panel, which you're all going to see and say, oh, that's beautiful. This panel,
Is
yes.
this New York City?
I have
yeah,
no idea.
Yeah, look at this. Now let's see if we can find, is this before the 20?
I don't know.
Oh, it is.
See, I don't know. All I know is that we've had this on the shelf for like 3 years, and I still have almost a full bolt of it.
You need a plane to fly in. Yeah. No.
I haven't finished the quilt. So this is so we have a whole bolt of these panels, and I got it because I just love the colors, and I think it's a fantastic panel.
Let's see if this is-
But because I still have it on the bolt, I want to make something with it. So what we're going to walk through today is the
What
first
number is
process.
this down here, I wonder?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just a bigger version.
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat.
So that's the panel I started
Scales.
with.
This is the panel you
This is-
started.
that-
That's just a panel.
That was just a
So
panel.
wait a minute. This is Brent showing you how to make his version
Yeah.
of a mystery quilt.
Yeah, this is because I don't even know how it's going to turn out yet. I have an idea in my head. This is the process you're watching on the workbench is how I got from there to here.
So far, I want to tell you that Brent just spent 2 hours putting away everything on the workbench. So, and this is all he has to show for it, just saying. 2 fabrics.
Yep. It's all.
Creativity takes time.
So this is.
Okay, so what do we got here, Brent?
So this is so we just took that panel and we just chopped it up a little bit.
Like, just, did you measure?
Not really. So we're gonna get it.
Are these all the
Yeah.
same
So when I
size?
started out with a panel, I did trim my panel to 40 inches, because 40 divided by 5
Oh, here we go with the
is
math
8.
again.
Well, we needed an odd number of strips.
One,
Well, how many strips do I have going across?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if I had done an even number, what would happen if I was to graduate them in like I did? The 2 in the middle would be the same width and it would look odd.
So you actually figured that all out ahead of time?
I just figured out how wide the strips were. The rest of it I didn't. We're going
Let
to
me
talk
see
about
that panel again. Isn't it all the same width on the panel?
what all the same width on the panel.
Yes, it is. There's more math involved.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? It's all the same width on the panel.
Well, the panel is all the same width.
yeah.
So then you decided you were
Yeah, well, I'm gonna,
staggering
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay.
We're
my
gonna get into
Lord.
that.
Well, I know, but I want people to see how you got from
Yeah.
A to B.
Yeah. So all I did is,
Huh.
first off, is I knew that I was gonna do 5 strips, and so I had
Because
to
you just knew.
because I wanted an odd number.
Okay.
And so I said 5 strips, and I know that 40 divided by 5 is 8. So guess how wide these strips are here?
8.
8 inches. And what I did is a panel was closer to 43 or 44, and so
you
what?
did a little fussy cutting?
Nope.
No, you just
So
got
the-
lucky on some of the positions?
Yeah, I'll walk you through it. So what I did is I knew that that this was a little longer than 40 inches. If you look at the panel,
Mm-hmm.
the top is not as interesting as the bottom.
To you.
Well, the sky up here.
Yeah.
So I took a couple inches off of the sky to make the panel 40 inches long.
Oh, I see.
So
Yep.
that's all that happened there. So we cut it to 40 inches, and then we stripped it at 8-inch strips. This
Okay.
way.
Yep.
All right, so far so good?
Yeah, you didn't account for the little bindings, the sashings that you put in?
No.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to explain that to you right now, because this is important. this is one of my pet peeves. If you ever see those attic window quilts that are done
Yes,
with
that's
panels?
why I was wondering if you accounted and took it and chopped out
Nope.
an
I'm going to tell you, explain.
inch.
No, you don't chop anything out. Because you start out with a 1-inch piece here.
Yep,
When you cut it in half,
mm-hmm,
your seam allowance gives you a 1/4 inch,
yep,
and then you get another 1/4 inch off of here. So
Right.
you have to make up for 1/2 inch.
right.
So if you cut these at 1 inch, that is the exact amount of fabric that you need to make up for.
Right.
So there's no math involved there. Just cut 1-inch strips, and it fits in between your strips.
But between this strip and this strip, when you cut the panel up, you just sliced it.
Just sliced it, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm only 1 inch wide here,
Yeah.
so that it maintains the proportions. I could have done 2.5. It might have looked a little more interesting.
I see what you're
But the problem is on a panel, and if you ever see an attic window quilt, it really drives me nuts, where they have a panel and it's like a deer, and his head's here,
Mm-hmm.
and then his antlers over here, and it's like the proportions are messed up because they just threw through fabric in rather than cutting out the
Oh.
difference in fabric.
Okay.
Anytime.
So that, I get it now. You said these strips are going to take up half an inch because I'm going to lose.
I'm losing half an
a
inch.
quarter inch here and a
Quarter inch there.
Duh.
So we
Does
lost-
everybody get that now? Oh, you all got it before me. Okay, I just got it.
Yeah,
I
but
just
so
got
we're
it.
losing a quarter inch from each side because of the seam allowance.
Yeah.
So if we cut our strips at an inch,
Yeah.
we lose a quarter inch of each side off the inch. So that
It
gives us
which
a half inch.
equals the piece.
So that's why if you
Oh,
were to look
very
at,
magical, Brent.
if you looked at it really closely, it would look like that you're looking through a window because it maintains the proportions to it. But don't look too close because it's not quite straight on one of the spots.
That's pretty cool.
So you see how it just kind of the strips make up for where you're missing.
Yeah.
So now when I graduated it in, to figure out this here, all I did is after I cut my 8-inch strips, I folded them all in half. And then I chopped them to 24 inches wide. So I folded them in half and
All
chopped
of
them.
them to 24.
Well, actually, I folded them in half and chopped them at 12, because half of 24 is 12.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Okay,
they were
but we're-
folded in half.
yeah,
when
we're
you
folded
cut
in
it.
half.
Okay.
And we cut the middle one at 24 inches
Okay.
off the center line. Okay?
Yep.
So this one here, and then all I did after that is I cut this one 3 inches shorter. So instead of 24,
I want to do like a Santa Claus like
so the middle
this.
one,
Checking your math.
yeah, the middle one, and then you don't necessarily need to be 24.
Well. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not 24.
Well, yeah, but seams and all that. But it doesn't necessarily need,
23.
okay, but what I'm saying is it doesn't necessarily need to be, as long as they're all folded down the center line. So I cut this one at 12, folded in half.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to have a gap here of 3 inches. So the next two,
Why 3 inches?
because that's what I wanted it to look like. You could do 2 or 4 or whatever.
You like 3.
I just wanted 3.
You like odd stuff.
I just thought 3 looked good.
You like odd numbers.
do, yeah.
You do. Okay.
But it was working out good because of
It
this.
is.
Because if you went 4, it would have been too. You would have
Yeah.
too severe. 3, and it's not going to work for my next step if I went any less.
The mystery.
Oh, the mystery. Next week's mystery just came to me halfway. So then after I cut this one at 12,
I love it.
after I cut this one at 12, I cut the other two because after I chopped I kept track of them. The ones above it, because they're folded in half, I just cut 3 inches off. So instead of cutting it at 12, I cut it at 9. And then this one up here, I cut 3 inches shorter, which is 6.
Yeah.
So when you fold them all out, it comes off both ends because it was folded down the middle.
You know I'm checking on you.
That's
That's
fine.
not 6, just so you know.
Yeah, that's
That's-
close enough.
It's 11 and a half.
Well, yeah, it's 11 and a half because if it was cut at 12 and
Well,
then,
you said 6. It's not 6.
yeah, but it's 6 and you unfold it.
Okay, all right. Oh,
Six.
gosh, darn it, man. You get
Sit down.
I should.
So 6,
I'm gonna
you
have me
unfold
another
it,
drink.
it becomes 12. So then, that's what I did there. Then I knew that I wanted to add a little bit on the outside here for the beyond that 12. So I knew that, so all I did is I took my black fabric and cut an 8-inch strip because 8 inches is the same width as this. I actually had to cut 2 8-inch strips.
I'm seeing a
And so then all I did is I added 3 inches to the middle one, and guess how much? So I just cut a 3-inch, 8x3 strip to put on both sides of the middle. And then I knew that I cut 3 inches off of this one, right?
Yeah.
So if I was gonna, so I cut a 3-inch piece here, so I add 3 inches so that it comes out to the same, so I cut a 6-inch piece here. Do you see we're reversing now?
Yeah, yeah.
And then-
I'm looking at that panel in a whole new light.
And then
That's
up here,
nice
and
there.
then this one up here got cut at 9, because then we added 3 to the 6 that we added to here. So that way, when we sewed them all together, they came out even. Now they weren't exactly perfect, because I did one of the tricks too. So after you get the sides sewn on, and the reason I did 3 is that way I had at least a ½ inch so I could trim it down a little bit when they didn't line up perfect, because I knew they wouldn't, because I just sewed that way.
We've seen you sew.
And so the other thing I did is after I got the pieces made, all you had to do is take a pin and mark a reference point where this, like for example here, can you zoom in, Eddie? If you see, if you look closely, you can kind of
Ooh,
see,
a little doughy.
yeah, over here. So you can see that on this up here lines up with this down here. Oh, over here, I'm sad. But you can see where above and below the line there's a reference point where you can see where they should line up if you want it to look right. And you can see
You mean
where
the shadows?
yeah, the shadows.
Okay.
You can see I'm off a little bit there.
Yeah.
But as you
But
get
that's Brent. So
Yeah, but as
we
you get
don't
closer-
expect you to be.
Yeah, but as you get
we
closer
don't
over here.
expect you to really be lined up.
But the way I did it is I pinned it and lined those pins up when I sewed it.
You should have just glued.
I could have glued, but I'm not, Becky, and I should have glued. That's actually a good idea.
It would have been
But
easier.
that's all I did is I found a
You-
reference point and glued it.
You actually used the pin. I'm
Yeah.
very impressed.
And so that's how we got to here.
Nice.
It's fairly simple. You can do this with any.
It's really cool.
You can do it with any panel, but I wanted to go over this so after I get the quilt done and you all see it and say, oh, that's beautiful, I'm going to say, watch the video because I'm not going to write up a
You know
pattern.
what I want? I want to challenge somebody out there. to pick a-
Victoria's on
Yeah.
it.
I want a
But-
panel. Some of you not that has some panels because you always look. We all buy.
Amanda?
We buy
Yeah.
panels and then get tired of putting them in the same old
Yeah.
thing. So I think we need a panel challenge.
Now
right?
this also
Just say
works.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
This also works vertically is how I usually see this done. If you have a 1 yard panel, doing this vertically instead of horizontal comes out really cool too.
Okay. Well, I'm saying out there that we need other people to get panel mysteries going.
Oh, and let us see what they're doing?
Yeah. And then we'll pick a winner.
Okay.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, so this is how we did this. Stay tuned next week because
I
I'm,
really would like to see what people come up with.
oh, this is going to be fantastic when I'm done.
I
I got
know,
plans.
very
I had to stop myself because
Go
I really
for it,
wanted to
Amanda.
finish it, but I was like, no, I'm going to just let the mystery get you all excited. And of course, I'm trying to live it
I
up.
love it, and there's so many cool panels.
Oh, there's a ton of good panels.
And I never know what to do with that.
And most people just throw a border on it and call it
yeah,
done.
And then I'm like, okay, it's a panel.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
But that
The
trick with-
colors is
We got two
different.
in already.
But that trick
The
with the one,
color's amazing.
with that
Good.
one with that 1 inch sashing works
Yeah.
really good. If I did a panel a couple years ago. In fact, I gave it to Susie for her
Makes
wedding.
so much sense.
But if you take like a panel, you can actually just randomly cut a panel in half, like at a weird angle,
Yeah.
and then sew that 1 inch piece in there, and it looks and do it a couple times, and it'll look like it's been like cracked glass or it's
Stained
been
glass.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did
Crazy.
it comes out, yeah, like I said, I had a really nice one that
Very cool.
I gave to somebody for their
Well,
wedding.
I'm anxiously waiting.
When is it
And
due?
what's that?
Amanda wants to know when.
When it's due.
Yeah.
Let's come up with a due date. I don't have my calendar.
Okay, let's say week after next.
So they have.
Because he's gotta show the next step.
I'm going to show you what
Are
I'm
yours
doing
gonna
next.
be done next week?
Well, the next step is going to be done. I've got.
Are you going to keep going?
well, I'm going to get next week done, and I think I'm going to have to do outer borders after that. So it's going to be like 3 more weeks.
Yeah. So should they have 3 weeks?
So yeah. So next week, then the week after next is like 2 weeks, right? Oh, where's the calendar?
Well, I don't know.
I love how organized we are.
I know.
Just
me
pick.
too.
Just pick a date.
So
for
the
us.
28th.
So they have. They.
It's
we
going to
will-
be the first Thursday in
We want to.
November, the 4th,
Well, we should have it the next Thursday.
the
then,
11th.
So that you get yours done, they get theirs done, and we can do a
November
show and
11th.
tell. How's that sound?
Yes,
Sounds great.
November.
November 11th.
November. Wait, was that a Wednesday or Thursday?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was a
That's
Wednesday.
Veterans Day.
Is it? Oh, so
Yeah.
that's good. Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Let's do it on the 11th then.
Yeah.
Do it for
yeah.
the vets.
So yeah, Victoria, we would want to hear what people are doing. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So
And
yeah, if
somehow we'll get other people in.
if
but
you are
this
doing
is
yeah,
great.
if you're doing this,
Panel challenge.
email your submissions to Brent at fourpinesquilting.com.
Yeah, pictures, photos.
Pictures, yes, and then we'll give them to Eddie.
Progress,
Yeah.
Progress photos.
Yes, and then Eddie will post them for everybody to watch.
I like that.
Yes, it's going to be fun.
Yes.
So
We
yes,
have to start with a panel.
yes. So show us what you've
Like
done
it.
with your panel next week or the week after. But between now and the 11th, we want to see different panels.
Yeah, I like it.
It'll be exciting.
It will be.
And share this with your friends so they do it too. And it's like some sort of weird cult thing, and then we'll have like a following.
We'll have lots of panels. We'll have lots of nifty panels.
Yes.
Cool.
So anyway, that was exciting. That's what I
I
had for.
like it.
I
I
thought
like
that would
it
be
a
more
lot.
interesting. We're getting into the holiday season. I thought that would be
Yeah.
kind of more interesting for.
And speaking of holiday season.
We're gonna kick it over to you for what
Now,
are you gonna do?
okay, I came in all excited. And everyone goes, oh, I make 3,000 of those. What year were you born? So, but I still think it's cool, all right? These are little coasters.
But when I say that, you gotta understand,
Made out
my
of-
kid was like 10 when she was
They're
making them.
making out of 5-inch squares or charm pack
Yes.
or 5-inch square. So I was working on,
You can make them out of any size square, really.
well, I was working on that runner for Kimberbell for the blue tile class. And I said, oh, those colors, I need coasters to match my runner. So my brain went off into La La Land. And I wanted to come up with something that wasn't embroidered, because I mean, that's all I ever do, it seems. So these weren't embroidered. 5-inch squares is all it takes, but my magic was this. You know, if I'm
Hey, can
having
you go overhead?
if I'm having a party, I'm taking my little coaster, and even Thanksgiving, I'm going to put my little goblets, water goblets, for
Goblets?
Thanksgiving. I'm going to put them on.
Do you have goblets?
I do have goblets.
I thought only Harry Potter had goblets.
No, I have special Thanksgiving goblets. But I think it's so cool, because then look. See?
And it goes with you, so you won't stain the furniture.
Or your dad.
And if you don't like somebody, you can write a special message on the bottom.
Embroider the middle finger.
I'm thinking of so many things I'd write on yours.
Yeah, kick me, kick me.
It's water. I
Have you all
promise.
seen this? Have you all seen this? So I don't want to waste your time. But I'll review how it's done, because I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's a fun project if you haven't seen
Okay,
it done.
it's really easy too. So these are, yeah, you don't want me to spill them. It's not
Yeah.
wine, just so you know. But I still like it, and look how cute this is. I just want to keep using it. Oh well. And if you made a 10-inch square one, you could put it around a beer mug.
Or if you,
Oh, that's quite the mug.
but if you use 10-inch squares,
Wrap it up
you
in
can
a
also
mug.
use it with the batting in them. You can use them as pot holders and stuff. What do they call
Yeah,
them?
you want to make sure you don't
Trivets
burn
or whatever.
yourself, but yeah.
I think I've seen them more often as holders than I have.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was so cute. And this is how easy it is. Okay, we make a quilt sandwich, 5-inch quilt square. I used a very low loft one so that my drink wouldn't tip over. So what goes on the top is what's going to become
The
the
back.
bottom of the coaster when
Yeah.
we're done.
The
What?
one I write kick me on?
Yeah. I'm going to do the middle. The middle is when you make the quilt sandwich. This becomes the middle of my coaster, the peekaboo part. So if I want my bottom to be gray, then I'm going to put gray here. Okay, so that's my quilt sandwich, right?
Okay.
Then just pick 4 colors for the top.
Make it different than I do.
Any color you want.
Are you
You
prepping
can
your
eat-
fabric?
I did prep my fabric, but let me tell you something I wish I hadn't. Because turning it prepped is no fun. All right, let's do this one different. Let's just use 2 different colors.
That's what I say. I want to see it with 2 different. I bet it would be a lot of fun.
Well, I like it with 4 colors.
I do too, but I'm thinking.
But think of for Christmas, a birthday, it's just fabric scraps. Well,
Yeah.
5 inches, but. So then I'm going to take these 4 for the top, and I'm just going to fold them on an angle. Give them a quick press. Are we on? Yep, we're on. What's that? Oh, it is my cutting mat. Thank you, Danny. We're not cutting, we're ironing.
Well, does it matter?
Yeah, it does. I ruined so many of these. They warp like crazy. Thank you, Danny.
Maybe that's
Somebody's paying attention to me.
maybe that's an unexplored market right there. We should make a cuttable ironing
You know
mat.
what's coming out, and when we see them, you're getting them.
Okay.
They're getting the cutting mat with the wool on the other side.
Oh, who's making that?
I don't know, but I've already seen people getting them, so I
I'll
got
just track them down.
You need to track them down, because I don't really like this.
I know,
But
because
I
you
like
your
to
wool.
flip and flop, yeah. Okay, so all I've done is, am I boring y'all? Have y'all seen this?
No,
Oh,
they're
Victoria
excited.
says I made 100 of them. Yeah, well, I hadn't, Victoria, I hadn't. Okay, so I take my quilt sandwich, and really, we're almost done.
I know.
And I wonder clip this one in this corner. Gotta find the right clip. And then I wonder clip this one in this corner. See what I'm doing, Brent?
Yeah. See, that's the part that I always get confused, is trying to lay it out.
It's just going around.
Yeah. Am I sewing now?
You are. 1/4-inch seam.
Oh, that's why I'm going to sew out my Mickey Mouses. I got a 1/4. There's a 1/4 right here.
No, I set it
We're
up.
good.
I set it up.
Oh, okay.
We're
Thank you.
good.
I did.
No worries.
I thought you were doing your snowman repeat. When you said repeat coaster,
Ah.
the snowman one You should do
That is,
one though.
we should do that one
We
again
should
because
do that one again, because those were so,
when I look
those
at-
are just so addictive to me.
when I looked at our analytics on our YouTube, it says that's the most popular thing we've ever done.
Really?
Really?
The mug rugs.
The little mug rugs
Yeah.
you did? Oh, and they're so darn cute, let's face it, they really are. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just pinning these to the edges, and it's a tight fit.
Get her
Oh! Oh, that was close. That's why I always usually have sippy cups.
Me too.
But I just wanted to use, oh, now look at how pretty that's going to be. Can we see how pretty? Okay, Brent, this is you're just going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around.
Yes.
Now you can either lower your stitch length or go twice around, or just once around. And but it's better, yes, it's better if you go twice around. I feel because we have to turn it.
Well, okay, I'm just having, you're like telling me I have to sew it and then you're going to micromanage it. It's like when I'm told I have to do the dishes and then somebody comes in and tells me how to do them.
Isn't that what I always do? Isn't that what I always do, Brent?
And when I make comments like that, I'm glad that Sarah's not watching.
But if you have a charm pack or pieces of a charm pack,
Pieces, yeah.
you got some left and you don't know what to do with it. Like, these are so cute.
Did you see what we did with
They
our layer
need it.
cake leftovers?
What?
The leftover layer cake runner that Danny made.
Oh, you should have showed that off.
We still can you go get it, Danny? We'll show them what to do with layer cakes.
Yeah.
Because that's a free download.
But, yeah, well, you could do this with layer cakes too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's to me, it's like, okay, whatever decor you want.
I'm also thinking that
I-
there's
I
probably a
have-
right direction to go here.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
because
you're
you see,
sticking
you
on
see how,
this?
yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna hit
you
that.
because you don't use a stiletto.
Well, I'm just saying if I went the other
If
direction.
you want a stiletto, I always use a stiletto.
I'm just saying
You're right.
if
you
I
went
went
the other direction,
if I sewed
it
the
would
other
be
direction, I wouldn't be
easier.
fighting with it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. I must have lucked out. You want a stiletto?
No, I'm just gonna.
He's just gonna run over his finger.
I've been told I'm going around twice anyway, so this time we'll just kind of put it in place. The second time around, we'll make sure it's tacked.
You usually go faster than that.
Yeah.
Try to be professional.
But not just that, it's, I don't have a foot. All you push button sewers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's in the door
All right.
though. I'm not a big fan of the button either.
So I finally got my pedals working, my
Mhm.
good pedal with a cut pedal.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people don't use those 2 pedals. I don't get it. is
A
so
lot of people,
fast.
I know, but a lot of people don't because they actually stop.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? The big pedal and the little pedal? And most people don't even know what to do with them, but the big pedal is the go pedal. The little pedal I set up to cut the thread.
Mhm.
So you're literally going, and I took the bar off because I can't be spending time reaching that far. I just have them side by side. They're just
That
side
makes
by
perfect
side.
I
sense.
never even thought of that.
No
because
space in
I lost
between.
mine
Your what? Your pedal?
no, my metal bar.
Your
Oh, it's
bar,
probably the
yes.
one you gave me. You want it?
Sure.
I don't like the middle bar. I said, no, I like them side by side, a piece of duct tape on the bottom. And because this one's little, this one's not.
So
It's
that's-
easy to slide down, up, slide down.
That's
up.
the multifunction foot controller that came
Yes.
standard with the Dream Machine.
Yes.
It is still an option available for your luminaires.
I don't know how people don't use it. I really don't.
Because you got the buttons up.
I
top, it
don't
does
want to reach
everything.
for a button. I don't have to reach up for a button, Brenda. Brenda says, but you got the button. I don't need to reach for the button. I just,
Who needs the button?
It's-
It's so dainty, I don't wanna break my nails.
Oh, my
no,
nails!
but
I
while
don't
we're
wanna
on
chase
it.
that foot
A
around.
Purple Joe.
while we're on it, those of you with a luminaire, because I ran across somebody who had a luminaire and didn't know this again, and I want you to know this, there is a setting in your machine that you can say, automatically lower my presser foot.
Love that feature.
So when
Yeah.
you're in embroidery mode, you want to show that real quick while I trim?
Yes.
When you're in embroidery mode, this was one of my, with the Dream Machine. I'm like, I know.
Okay.
If you know I'm supposed to lower the embroidery foot, why don't you just lower the embroidery foot?
So you come into your
And they
settings
have
here.
now in the luminaire, and she didn't know it. And she had her machine for 2 years. She's been pushing two
Automatic
buttons.
pressure foot Auto down is on.
Jeez, crow, Brent.
Heck, yeah.
I don't know what to trim on this one. When I said go around twice, I meant in the same spot.
Oh, well, you didn't micromanage that.
It was all that talking you were doing at me. It threw me off.
I said this, I meant go around the same spot.
I'll put that back down there. Eddie, go back to that camera so they can see what she's talking about. You see how awesome I did right there? That is fantastic.
That-
Yeah, look at that.
That's a
is
double
flexible.
hem.
But you know what?
That's super
It's still
power.
going to be really cute. Now, if I were going to take more time, I would graduate my seams for something like this. Do you know what that means? Where you cut one really close and then you gradually let them get a little longer instead of chopping them all off. Like
I
when
don't think he knows what you're saying.
What are you
I
saying?
don't know
you
what-
graduate your seams.
Like you don't you keep cutting multiple times around
Yes.
rather than just cut it all at once?
Well, you cut one of these layers. We've cut layers. So you cut one layer
Oh,
smaller
layer.
than the
Oh.
other, and then you grab.
That's an awful lot of work for something you're just
No,
going to put
it
on the
makes-
bottom of your goblet.
Well, can you see me doing it? No, I'm not doing it right now, but I did do it on mine. Okay, Brent, you're going to turn, because I can never turn. I got some tools for you to use, though. You got fatter fingers, so you get better at turning. Yeah, Kim with the fat fingers. My
That sounds
quiz
like-
was going to be how many times I said your fingers were fat last week. And then I went,
Too many to count.
They
My
were. I-
sausages.
I was trying to listen to
My
myself count them, and I
sausages,
got bored listening to myself.
I can't believe you go back and watch it. Like I can't watch myself after. Like when I'm done here, I'm never going to watch this again.
I don't know why I watch myself, because every time I do, I go, why does anybody watch me? My voice is so bad.
I know, and I apologize. Anybody comes into the store,
And
and
by
like, I
the way,
watch
there
you on
was-
YouTube, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
There was really junky
does.
noise. There was really junky noise coming through on the replay.
Why?
Producer, I don't know, I just wanted to let you
Oh,
know.
we'll let our sound engineer. He'll-
Here, want it help?
Did it have something to do with your microphone? Or was it something else?
I don't know, but I promise not to go home with this again. These guys, these things, I keep forgetting to take them off, Brent, they got a long range. I came back in the next day, and Eddie goes, hey, you still got your microphone? I said, yeah, why? He goes, well, because I heard you saying, hey, is my wine poured yet? I said, whoops. I said, I keep walking out of here with it. Well, now I need a trash bin here. Note to self, we also need a trash bin here. We
Note to
finally got a cutter. We're trying to outfit ourselves better.
You finally got it
Well, that's
together?
not bad. That's not bad, Brent.
Well,
A rotary
I mean,
cutter, so I don't have to remember to bring one.
You know, you could do this with circles too.
How do you fold your fabric for circles?
Just fold them in half. Do the same thing. Fold your circles in half.
Now, this will look really good once it's
Yeah, but
done.
if you cut them into circles and do the same
And then you always
thing,
have to press it. That's just a
it would be wicked cool.
I don't know, you can figure out the circle thing.
You
Not
got the figure-
bad,
it's the same
Brent, not
thing.
bad for your sewing here, there, and everywhere. Okay, look at though.
It's got character.
It's cute. It's ready to potty.
I think I like more colors though.
I don't know. I think it's kind of precious. Precious. Look at you. All your sophistication.
I'm ready now. Now I need 18 more.
So I'm reminded of a story that my dad tells about being sophisticated. He used to work with a man who liked to use big words, and he didn't always know what those big words were. And so one day, they have a bathroom in the shop, and he goes in there, and he really does a doozy with his number 2. Smells the whole place up. And he thinks he's going to make a joke about it. So he comes out and he says, I almost sophisticated myself while I was in there. Everybody knows he meant asphyxiated, but we all just go with sophisticated. So it's a running joke in my family about getting sophisticated.
God sakes alive. I did not see that one coming. I did not. Usually I can see them at least in the horizon.
Yeah, no.
That one was like, no.
Yeah.
Brent has told a poopy joke.
That's one of my dads. Gonna get sophisticated. Yeah, you could do it with hexagons. Yes,
Yeah.
that would be. They would come out cool with hexies.
Oh, Victoria, I'd
Yeah,
like
and
to
you
see
can
that.
and you can buy the. I don't know. Moda used to make them. I think they still do with pre-cut hexies. I forget what they call
Really?
them. Yeah, they were.
Oh, you put it on your skin and cut, Victoria. You don't need to buy them pre-cut
Oh my
now.
gosh! They
You
turn
just cut them out. Zip, 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 zip.
making it. You turn in like a scrappy project and like work.
No, she knows how to cut out.
I know, but I'm just saying that the whole idea is you use up your scraps to do this. You know.
Well, if you don't have hexy scraps, I have these scraps. I can cut them out.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's true. Okay. Okay. I'll give it to you.
And you know, I don't know. I think they're pretty.
But yes, I think you can get pre-cut hexies though. That's what I'm just saying. It'd be kind of cool.
It was one of my finds. What was one of my finds? How much time do we have? Oh,
Uh,
look.
We're good. We're good this week. Okay.
So I don't know if anybody out there does electric quilt. You know, I've talked about
Yes.
electric quilt
Are we
a couple
doing electric?
times. I just want to let you know that there's a really cool sale going on right now.
Buy it, and then you can come and whine at her and say, "Teach us how to use it."
No, the sale isn't for the software itself. Eddie, can you go to my computer for a second? I'm going to turn this off so I don't burn myself next. The sale is on their plugins, their holiday block plugins. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up is because sometimes, can anybody even see what that is? My mouse is off. Can you make it bigger?
Oh, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, can't you like do the zoom thing in with your thing?
Put my glasses
You know the
on.
whatchamajing, you push the whoozits and it'll make you a whatchamago?
Waiting for my mouse to sync. I know, but I wanted, I can't. I don't know what I'm doing. Here, I'm going to make it bigger by showing you one I really like. All right, this one's really cute. Known for the holidays. Now, it's 25% off. Normally, it's $16. And you say, what? Do I get? What do I get
Sounds
for
like you're going to get
$16?
sophisticated with that one.
I can't blow it up. I don't know why I can't blow it up. Huh. Click image to view larger. I am.
You right clicking or left clicking?
Oh, I saw it. I saw it. It keeps going away.
Don't double click.
Do this on your mouse.
I tried to. Oh. Okay.
And
Can
see,
we see it
Eddie,
now?
Eddie's zooming in now. You're zooming in, so it's fantastic.
There. Okay. Well, now we can see it, right? So what happens is when you get these, is you get the entire quilt pack,
Okay.
including all the templates to make these appliques.
Now are those templates in the cut files?
No, but I'm going to show you how to do that another time.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome. So there's some really great patents that are out there right now, and they're 25% off, and they're instant downloads. But you got to have EQ8 to feed them
Yes.
in. But then it gives you all your yardage too. So if you want to color it your way, you can color it your way, and you can come in and say, "Hey, Brent, I need this to make
Yeah,
my
because
known for the holidays."
With EQ, can't you download like fabric collections? Like
You
put
can.
like all the Benartex wave texture, for
Yeah.
example. So if you put that in, you know exactly how much you need.
Yep.
And if you did Benartex wave texture, you could then go to our website and look up your numbers and come buy it all. You can make a little
Yeah,
shopping list.
I just think it's really cute because some of these you don't get the pattern itself or the layout, if you will,
Yeah.
for the quilt, but you do with these. And the other thing that's neat is once you have it in electric quilt, which is very easy to do, you can say, "I don't want my quilt to be 50 by 62.
Yeah.
I want my quilt to be, I don't know, I would like it to be 24 by 30." And it automatically resizes everything,
Does it really?
Yeah.
including all your templates.
Ah.
Yeah. So you can take a pattern that's been put in EQ and make it any way you want. Or I can take just one of these blocks and say, "I don't want that block to be 16 by 20.
You want it to be like 32 by 80.
Well, no, I was thinking whatever,
Yeah.
placemat. So I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
doing with it. Maybe I'm making one of these into a stocking. I don't know. You can automatically resize it, automatically recalculates even the templates for you.
Cool. So yes,
So,
pick that up. So that's
there's
going to be that's some content for a later show, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, well, if anybody cares, I care.
Okay.
I like EQ.
I think we should.
But look at these nutcrackers. Now,
Without Lynn being here, this show is a lot tamer.
Nut.
Because
Well,
Nutcrackers would have set
Nutcrackers.
her off.
These are all pieced nutcrackers. These aren't applique nutcrackers. These are pieced.
Okay.
They're pieced like your bird and pumpkin.
Yep.
These are pieced
Oh,
nutcrackers.
cool.
So I don't know. I just get
Okay.
interested in this stuff. I was looking for Frosty in here.
Oh, did you find Frosty?
No, I did not.
Okay, but Frosty's on his way.
Now you have to work.
Well,
Oh,
a
Frosty.
lot of good designers are putting their
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
in here, so it's quite interesting and it's really fun
And
for me.
also, remember the panel challenge that we came up
Don't
with
forget.
tonight.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, what is Santa doing here?
I don't know. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. I hate, there's so many stupid Christmas songs out
he's
there.
surfing. He's surfing. Phew. Wasn't sure what he was on.
It looks like
Okay,
it looks like somebody
anyway.
walked in on him while he's taking a dump. Hey, go away!
Look at his shorts. He's got little holly
Yeah.
berries on it. Oh, you know what else I saw? This. Oh, I shouldn't even show you guys this stuff. Do you see Sarah Velder's bag of the month? Nell's bags? No.
Oh.
Do I have 2 seconds to show you? Yes, I do.
Sure, we'll give you 2 seconds.
Well, these are places I love to shop.
Okay. Get some.
Get some sponsors, lady.
See, I want to listen to this podcast where the guy just talked about stuff he liked, and he's like, "Now, if any of you listen, we're doing how did he say it? Pre-sponsoring. Feel free to pay us for the sponsorships later."
What month are we?
We're in
Amanda's
October.
already ironing her panel.
Oh, yay, Amanda! Here
What
they
is she-
are.
what is she using for a
Here they
panel?
are. These, for those looking for Christmas, doing something for Christmas, these little buggers. Come on, show me something. Give me a better picture than that. These little guys. Can we see that, Eddie, at all? These are actually containers to hold a pie.
I love pie.
They actually, but beyond that, see how this one's got holly leaves? And this one has pumpkins? Do you see this? I thought, oh my gosh, in today's world where you can't buy anything anyway and you want to bake something?
Yeah.
Are those, it's like a perfect
That's
little
a-
basket full of brownies. Yeah, brownies, magic brownies. Yeah, magic Christmas
I'm
brownies.
just trying to imagine you on some magic brownies.
The name of the site is Machine Embroidery. Here it is, machineembroideryapplique.com. I love, look at her designs. I love her stuff.
Yes.
Beautiful stuff. In fact, she's got a table runner we're going to do a class in.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
So yes, we're doing a class.
So, her stuff is just beautiful. Oh, see,
Is she the
I
one that
just
did the
get
tuffet that y'all did?
Yes,
Yeah.
she did the tuffet. I
The
wish I
the
could see
tuffet,
the
yes.
Christmas one.
The mystery quilt that you're all still working on?
You know, you just don't have to keep saying that.
That was one of those when everybody's getting excited about it. I knew it was like, yeah.
I wanted to find a better picture because you guys.
Oh, Amanda
it's
has
really
the Mr.
beautiful.
Chillingsworth panel.
Oh,
I'm excited to see what she does with
Amanda,
that.
Very excited. Anyway, so that's how I spend my
So,
days. Shopping.
I guess that brings us to another exciting conclusion to Shenanigans with Brent and Becky.
I really like those.
Thanks for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. So then maybe we can afford better equipment so we don't have bad noises. Thanks for watching.
Maybe I can buy my bags.
Thanks for watching. Join us all again next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on and be excellent.